Good morning. William here again, and welcome to this, my second foray into the murky world of turning green wood. So today, just to make life as awkward for myself as possible, I'm going to be using some fresh holly. Now, anybody that's had much experience with holly will understand it's very difficult to store it in a way that isn't going to cause it to crack. So today I'm going to use this piece of holly, which was cut down only last December and is still showing 30% humidity. I'm going to cut it into two pieces, turn a couple of small items, and then try and dry it artificially and finish it off in one day. Okay, then the first task is to get the log onto the bandsaw and get it divided into two equal pieces. Okay, so putting the moisture meter across the freshly sawn end of the logs, very surprising to see that the moisture content is just 20% when actually it was 30% in December when I sealed it and put it into a cold, dark garage. Okay, the first piece then from this holly log that's about 5 by 6 inches is going to be a bird's mouth type of bowl, except the thickness of the piece has to be uniform throughout, so in fact it's going to be hollowed. A quick tip here, it's very wise when turning wet wood to make sure all your machinery has some protection on it to prevent rust forming on the machinery. For this I use Liberon's lubricating wax, but I'm guessing you can use anything suitable. So, having chosen the best piece of the bark for the mouth of the piece, next thing to do is to get it mounted between centres and get it roughed out. Okay, that's the piece roughed out, ready for the artificial drying process. Okay, so that's my first of the two pieces rough turned. A little bird's mouth bowl from the green holly, which I've just tested again and is 20%, which is very, very surprising because when I put it in the garage sealed in December, all of the 6 or 7 logs that I've got were all showing 30%, so I'm wondering how it reduced 10% in the dark, cold garage over that period. Never mind. Right, on to the next piece. Okay, from the other half of this piece of holly, I'm going to turn a more traditional hollow form, but with this part of the log in the end grain orientation. And I just want to see if this makes any difference to the drying process. Okay, so that's the second piece rough turned. Came out okay. For the sharp-eyed amongst you, you can see that I got a catch with the carbide tool on the inside and had to enlarge the hole slightly as a result of the damage. But apart from that, it's reasonably uniform thick at about 6mm. I didn't want to go too thin because I actually cannot find my calipers since I cleaned up my workshop. Okay, then it's both items now rough turned. My original intention, having done a bit of research into finding out how to reduce the stresses in wood to reduce the chances of it cracking during the drying process, I was going to boil them and then let them dry out a bit and then put them in a microwave. However, I'm still surprised that these both pieces are only 20% moisture content, which I can't understand, and I don't think it's going to be necessary to boil them. I'm going to attempt to microwave these two items in the same way as I did the Burnham bowl and see what happens, see if I can reduce the moisture content enough to finish them. Okay, then we have the hollow form at 520 grams and the bird's eye bowl, stand up, 393 grams. Okay, I'm now going to stagger these pieces through the microwave at 500 watts for 40 seconds with a 15-minute resting period. I'll keep repeating this process until we reach the target weights for both pieces. And I'm going to record the weight loss for each cycle and put it into a spreadsheet the same way as I did before with the Laburnum bowl. Now, during the microwave process, I noticed some very light hairline cracks appearing around the rim of the hollow form piece. So I decided to throw some lemon oil on this in an attempt to check that process. I applied lemon oil 2 or 3 times during the microwave sessions for this piece, and miraculously the little hairline cracks actually closed up and disappeared during the drying process. So, having got both pieces down to their target weights with no drama, all I have to do now is to finish both pieces off. Okay, then there we have it. Two pieces turned from almost totally green yew and dried and finished in one day. Quite happy with both pieces. Drying things in a microwave is not something that I'm likely to repeat in the near future. But hey, it's another tool in the box in case we need it, right? Okay, so thanks for watching. Next week, back to the fluting jig.